You really focused on this issue of deposits and what's insured. As you were pointing out, the current
Right.
system insures people up to $250,000. That's a lot of comfort for most of us and middle class and
Exactly.
working class families. But as you know, one of the big debates here is should we insure as a nation all deposits? There's been calls
Right.
from that across the political spectrum. The mid-sized bank coalition sent a letter to the
Right.
FDIC asking for it. What do you think? Is that a good idea?
Yeah. Well, I think that would also be an overreaction. So, no, look, I think we need some market discipline to complement the supervisory process. Examiners can't do it all on their own. And the theory is, which I think is accurate, is that those more financially sophisticated large depositors uh, can understand a bank's financial condition, can review their deposit base, their loan quality, their asset quality, and make informed decisions about which banks are safe and reward the banks that are being better managed. And again, that is the vast majority of banks. So you would lose that. I fear unlimited insurance would, really that would be very expensive to do. It would be assessed on the banking system, backstopped by taxpayers, and would primarily help very, very wealthy people. One area where I do think unlimited coverage is warranted, at least for in times of stress, and we did this during the great financial crisis, is with transaction accounts, basically checking accounts that are used by businesses and other organizations to pay for their operational expenses, their payroll. Those kinds of accounts almost always have to go significantly above the 250,000 cap, and they all need to be in one bank because you have, constant cash flows going in and out. To provide unlimited coverage for those transaction accounts, I think would make some sense, at least on a temporary basis. We did it during the great financial crisis when we saw, again, uninsured deposit flows from otherwise very healthy smaller banks going into the large institutions, not because the large institutions were better managed or run. They weren't actually. Most of them were in trouble too, but they were being bailed out. But because they had this too big to fail status, uninsured depositors were moving in that direction, which was really not what you want to do. We've got enough domination of our banking system already with very, very large banks. So we did it during the great financial crisis. I think we should do it again now. Congress under Dodd-Frank, Congress decided they didn't want the FDIC to doing it on its own with a systemic risk exception. So they wanted Congress to approve it, but there's a fast track procedure, and I hope Congress will institute that and let the FDIC guarantee these transaction accounts because they are very important to the real economy. We want people to make payroll. We want people to be able to pay their businesses and others to pay their bills. So I think that is one area where unlimited coverage, at least on a temporary basis, makes a lot of sense.